Hello all, and welcome back to Chreos Gaming. I am continuing my playthrough of Morrowind, and getting close to completing missions for the Imperial Cult. I now am after an artifact called Skull Crusher, which is apparently a hammer, and actually I need to come back this way because... Actually, I need to come way back this way. I forgot. I need to talk to an individual in the Grand Council chambers. I had forgotten that that was the case. So it's down here that I need to go. So if I turn left, I think I go up here because I have to talk to someone who can help solve a riddle, which is this gentleman, Dreadle, who is going to ask me if I want to do a quest for him, and I do not. But beyond that, if I ask about... Skull Crusher, right?
Yeah.
Why can't I ask about Skull Crusher? Halls of the Dead, that's what it is.
Yes.
And he says... That might be any Dunmer ancestral tomb. The ancient Dunmer word for ancestral tomb is Cardrune. Rune translates as home or hearthall. Card means undeparted kinwardens. The sense is very close to your phrase, halls of the dead. That doesn't help me.
Well, that might be why you were told to go to both the scout.
Yes, you are correct. It did say "and" this time. So he says, a Dunmer savant told me that might refer to any Dunmer. Okay. Then to find access to Skull Crusher in its sealed Daedric ruin, I must search for ancestral tombs near the ruin. Perhaps there is an underground passage between a tomb and the sealed Daedric ruin, but I don't know which Daedric ruin, except for perhaps the one that I couldn't find an entrance to when I was looking for the last one of these.
Oh, yeah.
Because when I was up here, there was somewhere in this atoll that I came across a Daedric ruin that I couldn't find an entrance for, and I was somewhat concerned by that, or confused by that, because all of the other ones had doors, and it would make sense if that was the location in question then. Now, I don't know if there were any... that was the wrong direction. If there were any tombs nearby, I don't recall.
But I kind of want to say that one of the prompts from the NPC that was there was Cave Rat or something like that.
Well, but Cave Rat was a long time ago. Like, Cave Rat was when I was supposed to go get rat meat, possibly.
Okay.
It's been in place for a while.
Okay.
No. I missed my jump. Well, I will go try and find the other Dunmer anyway, who was in the foreign quarter in the Elven Nations Corner Club, which was in the Hlalu Canton, I want to say. That seems...
I think so.
Okay.
Because you went to Redorn and you thought you were going to Waldo.
Yep. So, Walu, local. Yep, Redoran. So now I just need to find my way into not the Wasteworks, basically. So I think if I just run up this, that should be what I need. Yep, Elven Nations Corner Club is across this section down the hall and to the left. If you're here for trouble. And then I don't remember the individual, but hopefully it's kind of obvious. Yes, this individual, I believe. So, asking Nalasa Sarathrin about the... Oh, I can't ask about the... No, it's Hall of the Dead. There we go. And she says, I don't know. Such might refer to any ruin or tomb. Perhaps you can consult with a Dunmer savant. Such learned men are better suited to puzzle out the riddle, wisdom, and vision and prophecy. Maybe it wasn't Nala Sarathrin? No, it was. Maybe I can ask her about Skullcrusher then. No, I can't.
Oh, well, Sealed Daedric Ruin.
Here we go. Yes, I will check Sealed Daedric Ruin, but first I will ask about... Well, you know what, let's do them in alphabetical order. A Daedric Ruin sealed by a rockfall. That might well be Anund-Nabia, a ruin near Sadrith Mora. The lower halls of Anund-Nubia have been inaccessible since the First Era, and several other Daedric ruins are known to have within their chambers glowing pools of molten stone. Such pools might have fueled the forge of a master weaponsmith, weapon maker, and his enchanter. Okay, so near Sadrith Mora. If I ask about Skullcrusher, I've never heard of such a weapon. Perhaps you should consult with the Dunmer savant about such things. Yeah, I couldn't consult with the Dunmer savant about such things. But, Anund-Nabia? I don't know. A ruin near Sadrith Mora. So that means my next stop is going to be Sadrith Mora, which I think the easiest way to get there is going to be to go use the guild guide. So just out of curiosity, if I jump over here to Sadrith Mora, is Anund-Nabia marked anywhere? No, but there's quite a bit of space up here I haven't been to. So it could be anywhere in there. So what I'm going to do, I'll head over to Sadrith Mora. And I think I'm just going to go searching for the ruin and a ancestral tomb near it. So I will come back when I have figured out, at least if I find a ruin I can't get into, and possibly if I find, an ancestral tomb near that location. I'll be back. Alright, so there's this section. I'm over here just east of Sadrith Mora, and there's a component of this ruin that is underwater a bit, which could be the case if it collapsed. And, oh hey, that door is also covered. So this could be what I'm looking for as far as the ruin itself is concerned. What I need to find out, void salts, nice. Let's see here. If I approach the door, can I... This is the blocked door to Anund-Nabia.
Yay!
So this is then the correct location here to the east. Oh, but now I have to figure out where there is a nearby. If there were a door there, I'd expect that to be it. A nearby ancestral tomb. That's suspicious. So, I think rather than you having to suffer through me wandering around aimlessly, I will come back in yet again when I find an ancestor. Maybe not. Give me a minute. Let's go see what this is.
Wait a minute. You'll go check.
Precisely. Oh, hey, a skeleton. That seems awfully appropriate for an ancestral tomb. This is the Omeran ancestral tomb. Now, what'll be funny is if there are multiple ancestral tombs in the area and I have to crawl through different ones. I'm hoping that's not the case. And by funny, I don't mean I'd actually laugh at it. Annoying might be a better word. It would just, I guess interesting might be accurate. It would be interesting if that's how they decided to design it. Also of interest would be Fire resistance, don't care. Telvanni mole crab helm. That's kind of funny. Also of interest would be if this is not even the correct location. If it's just the one that that particular Dunmer individual was aware of, but there was actually a separate location that it was instead. That seems unlikely. I mean, I don't know if the game would actively attempt misdirection except for as it relates to the motives of characters. To misdirect as far as the location of things, I think would be a bit out of character. An iron longsword and an orcish battle axe. And that's probably the direction I want to go, so I'm going to come back. One, go loot that chest that was locked, but two, do some more thorough exploring of the tomb just to see what may be in it and see if there's anything of value. A chitin crass I do not think is of value, unfortunately. It would just be weight that I might sell, but I don't think it's worth carrying it around. Okay. They trapped a door. Okay, nice. And go find the probes. And the probe has been used up, but it was successful on its last use, so good. Alright. I don't remember what those are called. Nordic fur right bracers and iron right pauldron. Oh hey, ruby, some marshmallow, and a crush fiber. Very nice. And a day draw. Okay. Just die already. Thank you. Chest with a Nordic fur cuirass. And I doubt I'm pronouncing that right, but that's okay. Cheap rising force potion. Well, I don't need it here, but who knows whether I'll need it as I'm delving into the underside. Well, no, I don't need it, obviously. I've got spells that allow me to levitate and items and other stuff, but who knows whether or not I'll need levitation in general. As I go down here is more what I mean. Quick save it real quick, just because I have made some progress and I don't want to have to go all the way back to the last save, because I don't even know where that is. I don't know if it auto saves as you enter. Now I'm suddenly curious. That's the quick save. No, it does not auto save as you enter a new location. So yeah, it would have gone all the way back to the beginning if somehow I died for some reason. Which, frankly, I could see me dying if I accidentally fall into lava, since I'm going to be looking for a pool of stuff. Ooh. Well, this looks interesting. Waterfall there. Nope, just a little rock hole. Alright, fine. I'm a bit disappointed by that. The waterfall looks cool, though. Into... Well, somebody's been keeping... Torches lit. This is extensive. There we go.
Yeah, I think there are ruins on the other side of that.
Yeah. Which, because that's my primary mission, I'm actually going to do a bit of exploring before I go after it. What? Huh. I know I can get myself back up with levitate. I'm curious. I guess you could jump here. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. And then kind of climb these rocks. Oops. I was trying to figure out how to get to the... What's it? The Antronach of whatever type that was. Before... without losing sneak, but that is apparently not going to happen. Yay, alteration increased to 49. Now the question is, how do I get out of the water? Do I need to... I'm going to guess I do. So, alright, fine. Levitate miner. It didn't seem like it was going to attack me, but I really don't want to be on the receiving end of a surprise attack. Oh, hey, a trapped chest. Let's see if there's anything useful in here. And the answer is Dire Shard Blade, so frost damage. A Ring of Ice Storm. Ooh, some gold. Ooh, books. Ancient Daedric Key. Bargain Restore Speed. Special Flora of Tamriel, which I don't know if I own or not. And Darkest Darkness, which I do know I own. So I'll just take this stuff for now, and I'm going to leave Darkest Darkness, because I already have a copy. And while I am a bit of a, what do you call it? Bookflowmaniac? Kleptomaniac is when it comes to books. There is a limit, unfortunately.
So we've seen lots of Darkest Darkness. Does that mean there's a Lightest Darkness somewhere?
Could be, yeah. I mean, if there's a scale and it has a bottom, we very well could have a top. Or a top, since it's talking about Darkest Darkness, I suppose. Yeah, this would definitely benefit from the Rising Force Potion. It's entirely possible you don't need it, but I am sure it would help greatly if you didn't have high agility. Okay, this is the Forgotten Vaults of Anud Nabia, Forge of Hilpengard. So, yep, this
I don't
is
know
the
if
right
you're in the right
place.
place.
All right. Of course, it's underwater, it looks like, so I don't know how well the forge is working at that point. But I'm not terribly concerned about the forge anyway. I am primarily concerned about the weapon itself. Alright, so do we have anything of interest down here? It looks like the answer to that question is no. This is just water and ruins. So, oop. Let that fade. Be all sneaky. Oh, wow. It's icy or crystalline. I'm not sure which. Door, lock level 85, and trapped. I probably have the key, but I'd much rather pick the lock. So, definitely don't want to deal with the trap either. But this will help me get my security up. Maybe. There we go. Alright. And I have no idea what to expect inside here. More water. I suppose that makes sense. Why is it? Interesting. Back into the water with me. Oh, yes, very much so red glowy, as if there is fire, and that looks a lot. Okay, this is kind of cool. Is there a way out that does not require... This might be. There we go. Oh, Flame Atronach. And I don't know if their spells are considered magical, and if the absorption I have. It's a Dwemer Jink sword, an ebony spear, a chest with lots of weapons in it, silver war axe, a bunch of silver stuff. Okay. Ooh, and a Nordic battle axe. The Dwemer Jink sword. I think I have a bunch of those already. Yeah, I already have 3. I don't think I need another one. Much as that would be nice to have. Ooh, books. 36 Lessons of Vivek, Sermon 25. And I gain Armorer skill. Cool. Take that. Repair tongs, definitely take the Armorer's Challenge. Also gain Armorer from that. Okay. So lots of armorer stuff. Master's Armorer Hammer. Repair Prongs. A Helm of Wounding. Drain health 1 to 10 points on target when used. Oh, do I want the weight? Rising Force Potion to help you get out, apparently. Or potentially even help you get higher. Because there's more to this. Oops. And just jumping. Oh, hey, there we go. Although that oh, is that just floating there? That is just, well, I mean, it at least appears to be just floating there. Grandmaster's Armorer Hammer. Very nice. It is lock level 80 and trapped. And very interesting that it's a floating chest. Trap was easy. Good. I expect the lockpick isn't going to be terrible. There we go. And inside is Skull Crusher. Blunt weapon, one-handed. Oh, it's only one-handed. Nice. It has a constant effect of feather. Oh, that's cool. And fortify attack, 5 points. So you're always slow. I mean, it could be bad if you want to be dropping quickly, because it would take you a long time. But having a constant effect of feather would be very neat. Is there anything else? You know what? Let's go find out. So, Levitate Miner. Oh, it's still active. Good. Come on. No, there's nothing else up here. Okay. Well, that was worth checking. Well, you know what? Haha! Oh. There was another chest up here. With Special Flora of Tamriel, which I just picked up, I'm pretty sure. Yep. And Origin of the Mages Guild. Which I might already have, but I'm going to take it anyway. Quality Potion of Fire Shield, Fortify Fatigue, and just a bottle. Why is... Okay. I was kind of hoping there'd be something cool in there since it was way up here, but can't always be cool, I guess. Now, just for fun. Since we have a constant feather effect, that didn't seem like feather. I felt like I fell pretty quick. Maybe you just don't take damage from the fall, and it's not actually slowing you down?
That's kind of what it looked like.
Yeah. Okay. Now I have to remember how I got in here. Apparently it was on the other side of this, whatever. Yes, there we go. Okay. So, that is one Skull Crusher obtained. Of course, I don't have any real skill in blunt weapons because I've been focusing on short and long blades. But it is nice to have it acquired even if I'm not going to be using it. I do, however, have to figure out how to get where I'm going. Is this at a slope that I
Divine Intervention?
Oh, you know, that'll just take me back to Wolverine Hall. So that's a good idea. Thank you.
As long as the only thing you were supposed to do was get Skull Crusher.
Yep, that's all I was here for was Skull Crusher. They didn't say anything about additional people or that kind of thing. So, Amulet of Divine Intervention. Cast Divine and then put the amulet, Necromancer's Amulet, back on so I get the buffs from it. And Water Breathing Miner for the spam. And since I'm at Wolverine Hall, I'll just stick around because all I have to do is use the guild guide to get myself back to Vivek. And from Vivek, make my way back to Ebenheart. That was not terrible. It was actually an interesting location. A little short, but since I'm primarily after gathering the object I was supposed to go for. I don't mind that it was short. Okay, so I want to go around to the right here and keep going around before I jump over the edge to get to, excuse me, before I get to the boatman, who is probably going to be underwater still because he has been the past few times. I'm not sure if... Presumably he can't drown, though, because he's been down there for quite some time. Unless that's enough of his head out of water to not be running out of breath. Who knows? Alright, travel to Ebenhart, please. In the comments earlier, somebody brought up that there is an open MW, which is short for Open Morrowind, where somebody's basically building an engine that Morrowind can run in. Morrowind isn't the only thing it would be used for in theory, but Morrowind seems to be directly related to it, which is why they called it Open MW. And it utilizes the files, the source data from Morrowind, and then renders based on it, is what I understand. And it's supposed to have less bugs, so maybe that would be something it would fix. I don't know. But Lalatia Varian, what say you? This is Skull Crusher. It is indeed marvelous, but I can detect no evil curse upon this weapon. It is safe, I assure you. Perhaps it is only a legend. Perhaps we can perceive the hidden motions of the gods in this. Receive my special blessing, so you may dedicate yourself further to the service of the Nine. That's all the quests I have for you. If I need your help again, I shall send word for you through others of high rank in the cult. And my journal has been updated, and Foe Grinder has been added to my inventory. Okay, first off, what does my journal say? The Oracle says she can detect no evil curse upon Skullcrusher, assured me it's safe, and gave me a special blessing, so I might dedicate myself further. No more quests for me, but she will send word if she needs my help again. If I click on need... Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Alright, the next question, what is Foe Grinder? Wizard Staff. So I still have Skullcrusher. Is Foe Grinder not a... Oh, there it is. Foe Grinder is a ring of cast when used, fortify blunt weapon 20 points for 120 seconds on self. Suppose that makes sense, given that they're all about blunt weapons with the Imperial Cult. But that ends up being the last of the Imperial Cult quests. So I'm done with them, and I will have to move on to... I actually think that's the last Imperial associated faction as well.
Advancement?
Oh, sure. She says, now, you have done well, Drolan. You have kept your oath well and faithfully served me in the Oracle's quests. If I need your help again, I shall send word for you through others of high rank in the cult. And if I ask about advancement, she says, congratulations, Drolan. You have been promoted to Primate. Huh? Why is that a promotion? I'm confused. Goodbye. What if I try again? Oh, that's funny. Advancement. You have already risen to the highest rank available to a lay servant of the Imperial Cult. If I ask about lay servant... Oh, you can't become a priest or consecrated cleric without joining Cult orders. You would be forced to devote yourself full-time to the Imperial Cult, which doesn't suit adventurous people like yourself. But we do need lay servants, earnest laymen dedicated to serving the Nine, for certain unglamorous but spiritually rewarding tasks. At present, we need almoners to serve Zenithar, lay healers to serve Mara, and shrine sergeants to serve Stendarr. Okay. I have no idea why. Am I reading it wrong? So if I scroll down here, faction, Imperial Cult, Primate. Yeah, it definitely looks like Primate. I don't... That seems... Okay.
Maybe it's close to prima donna.
Well, and that's what I'm wondering, is if there isn't some sort of, like, original meaning to the term primate, like, that has more related to primacy to it, rather than, and that's why it was applied to, well, primates. I guess that would make sense. It's just, it fell out of, that particular use of it fell out of fashion, which happens with language, so that's no great surprise. Pardon me. So, yeah, with that is the end of at least the Imperial side of things for Morrowind. I'm still on the fence about a second run through with a Dunmer. I had decided that I just wanted to run through with just this character because there's so much to do. You get diseases and stuff you have to deal with, etc., etc. I'm really stinking powerful, and I'd lose all that. But I've also already failed one quest because of all of the stuff I did beforehand. And who knows how many quests I wouldn't be able to complete because of the stuff I did beforehand. So, I'm kind of on the fence, unfortunately. There's lots of books here. There's also a chest, but I'm not supposed to steal from them anymore.
Okay, so this is interesting. I had to go look it up.
Okay.
Apparently, primate is also a term for a bishop who has precedence in a province, a group of provinces, or a nation.
Oh, okay. That's intriguing.
You seem like very good company. I'd be happy to talk. My pleasure.
Okay. Yeah, so with that, I am going to call this good for this video.
I'd be happy to talk. My pleasure.
And
Greetings to you. A pleasure.
I think what I am going to do is start another playthrough, see how badly it goes, how frustrating it is, and then if I get overly frustrated, or just decide that it's really not worth redoing all of that low-level stuff, I can come back and finish up the other quest lines for the houses and stuff later. But because I didn't do any of the house quests previously, or because basically, like, if I look at my journal and my quests, I have a bunch of extra stuff in here. House Hlalu, House Redoran, and that's stuff that I basically would have missed out on. And the other side of it being, who knows, maybe I come back and do some of the stuff that I'm missing if I feel like it at random sometimes. But I'm going to go start another character. Well, maybe not immediately, but I will plan to start another character and do the more Dunmer-based quests with that character.
Strange.
And
Strange.
leave Drolan here to retire as the head of a lot of stuff and a high-ranking member of the lay section of the Imperial Cult. For now, thanks all.
That was a
Hello all, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please click the like button below. You can also subscribe using the channel image in the center of the video. If you are interested in more content in this video series, to the left is a link to the full playlist. Alternatively, when it is available, to the right will be a link to the next video in the series. Thanks all.